This is Max and Mia podcast.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Max and Mia podcast.
Hi everyone. We're so glad you're here with us today.
Whether you're joining us for the first time or you've been following along, we really appreciate you tuning in.
Absolutely. And before we dive into today's episode, don't forget to hit that like button if you're enjoying our content.
Yeah, and make sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode. It really helps us out.
So, what's on the agenda today, Max?
Well, today's episode is going to be super practical. We're focusing on essential conversations in English. You know, the kind of situations you're bound to encounter sooner or later.
Exactly. We're talking about real-life scenarios that come up all the time. Whether you're traveling, working, or just going about your day, these conversations are incredibly useful.
So grab a pen and paper because we're packing this episode with loads of vocabulary you'll definitely want to remember.
Trust us, by the end of this, you'll feel way more confident handling these everyday situations.
All right then, let's get started.
Okay, so our first scenario takes us to the workplace.
Now, we've all heard plenty of advice about nailing job interviews, right? But here's something that doesn't get talked about nearly enough: how to resign from a job.
That's so true. At some point in your career, you'll probably need to leave a position. Maybe the work environment isn't right for you, or perhaps you've landed a better opportunity elsewhere.
Exactly. And knowing how to handle that conversation professionally is crucial. So let's listen to how this might play out in real life.
Hi, Jennifer. Thanks for making time to meet with me. I know you've got a packed schedule this week.
Of course, Sarah. Your email sounded rather important. What's on your mind?
Well, this isn't easy for me to say, but I wanted to speak with you in person. I've decided to resign from my position. I'll be submitting my formal 2 weeks notice today.
Oh, I see. I have to admit, this catches me a bit off guard. Can I ask what's prompted this decision?
I've been offered a role at another company that aligns more closely with my long-term career goals. It's been a tough choice because I've genuinely enjoyed working here.
I appreciate your honesty. Obviously, we hate to lose you. You've been a valuable member of the team. Is there anything we could do to change your mind? Perhaps we could discuss a counteroffer?
I really appreciate that, Jennifer. It means a lot to know that my work has been valued. But I've given this a great deal of thought, and I believe this move is the right step for me at this stage of my career.
I understand. While I'm disappointed, I respect your decision. These opportunities don't come around every day, and you need to do what's best for your future.
Thank you for being so understanding. I want to make sure I leave everything in good order. I've already started documenting my current projects, and I'm happy to train whoever will be taking over my responsibilities.
That's very professional of you, and we definitely appreciate it. 2 weeks should give us enough time to start the transition process. Have you got about which projects need the most attention during your remaining time?
Yes, I have. The Anderson account is probably the most pressing since we're in the middle of their quarterly review. I was thinking I could create a detailed handover document and perhaps schedule a few meetings with whoever steps in.
That sounds like a solid plan. I'll need to speak with HR about finding your replacement, but in the meantime, maybe David could shadow you on the Anderson account. He's been wanting to take on more client-facing work.
David would be perfect for that. He's already familiar with some of the background, so that would make the transition much smoother.
Great. Now, regarding your exit interview with HR, they'll probably reach out to you next week to schedule that. It's pretty standard procedure.
No problem at all. I'm happy to provide any feedback that might be helpful.
We value that. Your insights could really help us improve things for the rest of the team. Is your last day going to be 2 weeks from today then?
Yes, that would make it the 18th. I wanted to give the full notice period to ensure everything's wrapped up properly.
We truly appreciate that level of commitment, Sarah. Not everyone handles their departure so thoughtfully. Before you go, I want you to know that you're welcome to use me as a reference for future opportunities.
Thank you so much, Jennifer. That means the world to me. Despite moving on, I've learned so much here, and I'm grateful for all the support you've given me over the years.
The feeling is mutual. Well, I suppose we should make the most of these next 2 weeks. Let's set up a proper transition timeline tomorrow morning. How does 9 a.m. sound?
Perfect. I'll prepare an outline of everything we need to cover.
Excellent. And Sarah, best of luck with the new role. I'm confident you're going to do great things.
Thank you, Jennifer. I really appreciate everything.
That was a great example of how to resign professionally. Now, let's move on to our second scenario.
This one's something we've all dealt with at some point. Returning a product that didn't work out.
Right. Maybe you bought something online and it doesn't fit, or you realized the quality just isn't what you expected. Whatever the reason, you need to go back to the store and either get your money back or exchange it.
And honestly, these conversations can feel a bit awkward, especially if you're not sure what to say or how to explain the problem.
Exactly. So, let's hear how someone might handle this situation effectively.
Hi there. I need some help with a return, please.
Sure, I'd be happy to assist you with that. Do you have your receipt with you?
Yes, I do. Here it is. I bought this jacket about a week ago, and unfortunately, it's not working out.
Okay, let me take a look. I see this was purchased on the 27th, so you're well within our 30-day return window. Can you tell me what the issue is?
Well, honestly, when I first saw it in the store, the material looked really good, but after wearing it just twice, I've noticed the stitching is already coming loose in several places. Look here, along the shoulder seam and down here by the pocket.
Oh, I see what you mean. That definitely shouldn't happen after only 2 wears. I apologize for that. Did you want to exchange it for another one, or would you prefer a refund?
I was actually really excited about this jacket, so I'd love to exchange it if you have another one in stock, preferably in the same size and color.
Okay, give me just a moment. I'll look in the back to see what we have available.
Sure, no problem. Take your time.
All right, so I've got good news and bad news. The bad news is we're actually out of stock in medium for this particular color. The good news is we do have it in navy blue, and we also have the gray and large, if that might work.
The navy might be nice, actually, but I'm a bit worried about the quality now. Is this a common problem with this brand?
That's a fair concern. Honestly, we don't typically see many returns on this line. You might have just gotten unlucky with a defective piece. It happens occasionally, even with our better brands. But if you're having doubts, I completely understand if you'd rather go with a refund instead.
You know what? Could I actually take a look at the navy one before deciding? I just want to check the stitching and make sure it feels sturdy.
Absolutely. That's a smart move. Let me grab it for you.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Here you go. Feel free to examine it as closely as you need to.
Okay, yeah. This one actually feels much better. The stitching looks solid and the material seems a bit thicker too. Was this from a different batch, maybe?
It's possible. Sometimes there can be slight variations between production runs. I'm glad this one feels more reliable, though.
All right, I think I'll go ahead with the exchange then. The navy actually looks pretty sharp.
Perfect. I'll process that for you right now. I'm just going to scan your original receipt, remove the tags from this new jacket, and you'll be all set. Oh, and just so you know, if you have any issues whatsoever with this one, don't hesitate to come back. We'll take care of you.
That's reassuring. Thank you. Just out of curiosity, what would have happened if I'd washed the jacket before bringing it back? Would I still be able to return it?
Good question. Generally, if the item has been worn or washed, we can still accept returns, as long as it's within the 30 days and you have your receipt. However, we do inspect everything, and if it's clearly damaged from misuse rather than a defect, that might affect whether we can process it.
That makes sense. Well, I'm happy with this exchange. Thanks for being so helpful about the whole thing.
Of course, that's what I'm here for. Enjoy your new jacket, and hopefully this one lasts you a long time.
Thanks again. Have a great day.
You too.
All right, that was a useful example of handling returns. Now, let's shift gears to something more personal.
Our third scenario is all about being there for someone who's going through a tough time.
Whether it's a friend, family member, or your partner, we all face moments when someone we care about needs emotional support.
And honestly, knowing what to say can be tricky. You want to help, but sometimes we worry about saying the wrong thing.
Exactly. So let's listen to a conversation between two friends where one is clearly struggling and the other is trying to offer comfort and support.
Hey, Rachel, thanks for coming over. I really needed someone to talk to.
Of course. You sounded pretty upset on the phone. What's going on?
I don't even know where to start. Everything feels like it's falling apart right now.
Take your time. I'm here and I'm not going anywhere. What happened?
Well, you know how I've been working on that big presentation for weeks? The one that could have led to a promotion?
Yeah, you've been putting in so much effort on that.
It was a complete disaster. I froze up in front of everyone, lost my train of thought, and basically fumbled through the whole thing. My boss looked so disappointed.
Oh, Emma, I'm so sorry. That must have been incredibly stressful.
And that's not even the worst part. Right after the meeting, I got a call from my mom. My dad's back in the hospital. His condition isn't improving, and the doctors aren't very optimistic this time.
Oh no, Emma, I had no idea. How are you holding up?
Honestly, I'm not. I feel like I'm drowning. Between work falling apart and worrying about my dad, I can't focus on anything. I barely slept last night.
That's completely understandable. You're dealing with so much pressure from different directions. Anyone would feel overwhelmed.
I just keep thinking that I should be stronger, you know? Other people handle worse situations without falling apart like this.
Hey, stop right there. You're being way too hard on yourself. There's no rule book for how you're supposed to handle difficult situations. What you're feeling is totally valid.
I guess. I just hate feeling so helpless. Like, I can't fix the presentation disaster, and I definitely can't make my dad better.
You're right that you can't control everything, and that's really frustrating. But you know what? One bad presentation doesn't define your career. You've done amazing work before, and you'll do it again.
You really think so? I feel like I've ruined my chances for that promotion.
Listen, everyone has off days. Even the most successful people bomb presentations sometimes. What matters is how you bounce back from it. Have you talked to your boss since then?
Not really. I've been avoiding him because I'm so embarrassed.
Maybe that's something worth considering. You could explain what's been going on with your dad. I'm sure he'd understand that you've been under tremendous personal stress.
Maybe you're right. I just hate using personal problems as an excuse.
It's not an excuse, Emma. It's context. You're a human, and humans don't perform at their best when they're worried sick about their parents' health. That's just reality.
I suppose that makes sense. What about my dad, though? I feel so useless just sitting here while he's in the hospital.
When was the last time you visited him?
Yesterday evening, but I can't stop thinking about him. Every time my phone rings, I panic.
That sounds exhausting. Look, I know this is easier said than done, but try to remember that you being stressed and worried doesn't help him. What your dad probably wants most is to see you taking care of yourself too.
He actually said something similar yesterday. He told me to stop worrying so much and to focus on my own life.
See? Even in the hospital, he's thinking about you. That's what parents do. And the best way you can support him is by being there when he needs you, but also by not letting everything else in your life fall apart.
You're right. I don't know how to do that. How do I just turn off the worry?
You probably can't completely, and that's okay. But maybe you can find small ways to take care of yourself. Have you eaten anything today?
Just coffee.
All right, well, that's our first step then. Let me order us some food. Then we can figure out what else might help, whether that's going for a walk, watching something to distract you for a bit, or just sitting here and talking more. Whatever you need.
Thank you, Rachel. Seriously, I don't know what I'd do without you.
That's what friends are for. You've been there for me plenty of times. We get through the tough stuff together, okay?
Okay.
That was really touching. It's so important to know how to be supportive without trying to fix everything.
Absolutely. Now, our fourth scenario deals with something that happens all the time: misunderstandings.
Oh, yes. Whether it's with a colleague, a roommate, or even your significant other, things can get lost in translation or taken the wrong way.
And if you don't address it quickly, a small misunderstanding can turn into a much bigger issue. The key is approaching the conversation calmly and being willing to listen.
Right. Let's hear how two roommates work through a situation where one of them feels upset about something the other did.
Hey, Chris, do you have a minute? I think we need to talk about something.
Sure, what's up? You seem a bit tense.
Well, I am a little. I wanted to bring this up before it becomes a bigger deal. Did you use my laptop yesterday while I was out?
Your laptop? Yeah, I did actually. Mine died and I needed to send an urgent email for work. Why, is something wrong?
The thing is, I'd rather you ask me first. I came back and saw it was open on the kitchen table with all my personal files visible. It made me really uncomfortable.
Oh, I honestly didn't think it would be a big deal. We share pretty much everything else in the apartment, so I figured the laptop will be fine too.
I get that we're pretty relaxed about most things, but the laptop is different for me. It's got personal documents, work stuff, and private conversations on it.
Wait, do you think I was snooping through your files or something? Because I swear I only opened my email and that's it.
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. I'm not accusing you of anything like that. I trust you.
Then I'm confused. What's the actual problem here? It's just about boundaries, I guess. Even though I trust you completely, I still feel like my laptop is my private space. Does that make sense?
Okay, I think I'm starting to understand. So you're not mad that I used it. You're more upset that I didn't ask permission first.
Exactly. If you'd sent me a quick text saying, "Hey, my laptop died, can I borrow yours?" I would have said yes immediately. It's more about the principle of asking.
That's fair. I can see how it would feel like I crossed a line. I genuinely didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. I was in such a rush that I didn't even think about it.
I appreciate you saying that. And look, I know I probably should have mentioned this boundary before. I can't expect you to read my mind.
No, you're right to bring it up. I should have asked regardless. I think I just assumed that since we're close friends and we share the apartment, everything was fair game.
I mean, for most things it is. The fridge, the TV, even my clothes if you need to borrow something. But electronics feel more personal to me, you know?
Yeah, I totally get it now. My phone's the same way for me. I'd be weird about someone using it without asking, even if I had nothing to hide.
Exactly. It's not about hiding anything. It's just about having that space that's yours.
I'm really sorry, Jake. Going forward, I'll definitely ask before touching your laptop or any of your tech stuff. And if my laptop dies again, I'll make sure to text you first.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. And honestly, if it's an emergency like yesterday, it's not a huge deal. Just a heads up would be great.
Deal. And hey, thanks for bringing this up directly, instead of just staying quiet and resenting me for it. That would have been way worse.
Of course. I'd rather have a slightly awkward conversation now than let it build up into something bigger.
Smart approach. So we're good then.
Yeah, we're good. I'm glad we cleared this up.
Me too. And just so you know, if I ever do something that bothers you, please tell me right away. I'd hate to think I'm upsetting you without realizing it.
Same goes for you. Communication is key, right?
Absolutely. All right, I'm going to grab some lunch. Want me to pick up anything for you?
Nah, I'm good. Thanks, though.
That was a perfect example of healthy communication between roommates. Now, let's head back to the workplace for our fifth scenario.
This time, we're talking about something everyone needs to do at some point. Asking your boss for time off.
Right. Whether you need to run errands, attend a family event, or just take a vacation, knowing how to request time off professionally is essential.
The key is giving enough notice, explaining your reason clearly, and showing that you've thought about how your absence will affect the team.
Exactly. So, let's listen to how an employee approaches their manager about taking some time off.
Hey, Diane, got a second? I need to run something by you.
Sure thing, Marcus. What's going on?
So, I know this is kind of short notice, but I'm wondering if there's any way I could take next Friday off? Just the one day.
Next Friday. Let me think. That's the 12th, right? What's the occasion?
Yeah, the 12th. My son's school is doing this award ceremony thing, and he's actually getting recognized for his science project. He's been working on it all semester, and honestly, it would mean the world to him if I could be there.
Oh, that's wonderful. How old is he now?
He just turned 10, and, between the late nights here and business trips, I feel like I've been missing a lot lately. This one's really important to me.
I totally understand that. Kids grow up fast. Let me look at what we've got going on that day. Weren't you supposed to meet with the vendor about the new software implementation?
I was, but I already reached out to them this morning. They're actually fine with pushing it to Monday. Turns out their lead developer is taking Friday off too, so it works out perfectly.
Okay, good. What about the monthly report? That's usually due on Fridays.
I've been staying late this week to get ahead on it. I can have the draft ready by Thursday evening, and if you need me to finalize anything, I can do it Thursday night from home or first thing Monday morning.
You know what, Marcus? Don't even worry about it. If it's done by Thursday, that's early enough. We don't technically need it until end of day Friday anyway.
Are you sure? I don't want to leave you in a bind.
Positive. Look, you've been putting in crazy hours ever since we launched the new campaign. You haven't complained once about the overtime. And honestly, you deserve a way more than one Friday off.
I really appreciate that, Diane. This means a lot.
Of course. How's your son doing in school overall? Last time we talked, you mentioned he was struggling a bit with math.
Oh man, he's actually turned it around completely. Got a cuter over the summer, and now math's becoming one of his favorite subjects. The science project, though, that's where he really shines.
That's fantastic to hear. What was the project about?
Something about renewable energy and solar panels. To be honest, half of what he explains goes over my head, but he's so passionate about it. Built this whole working model and everything.
Sounds like you've got a future engineer on your hands.
Maybe. I just want to support whatever makes him happy,
Absolutely. Well, consider Friday approved. Just shoot me an email so I have it documented, but you're good to go.
Will do. Thanks again, Diane. Should I set up an out-of-office message or anything?
Nah, it's just one day. If anything urgent comes up, I'll handle it. Just silence your notifications and enjoy the ceremony.
You're the best. I owe you one.
You don't owe me anything. Just take some pictures and enjoy the moment. These are the things you'll remember years from now.
You're absolutely right. Thanks, Diane.
Great example of how to request time off professionally. Now for our final scenario, we're leaving the workplace and heading home.
That's right. This last conversation is about something we all need to do eventually. Hiring a technician to come fix something at home.
Whether it's your heating system, plumbing, internet connection, or an appliance that's broken down, knowing how to communicate clearly with service providers is super important.
Exactly. You want to explain the problem accurately, ask about costs, and schedule a convenient time. So let's listen to someone calling a repair company.
Good morning. Home First Repairs. This is Karen speaking. How can I help you today?
Hi, Karen. I'm calling because I'm having some issues with my washing machine, and I need someone to come take a look at it.
I'd be happy to help you with that. Can you describe what's happening with the machine?
Sure. So it's making this really loud grinding noise during the spin cycle, and yesterday it started leaking water from underneath. I've had to stop using it completely.
Okay, that definitely sounds like something that needs attention. How old is the washing machine, if you don't mind me asking?
I bought it about 4 years ago. It's been working fine until last week when these problems started.
All right. It could be an issue with the drum bearings or possibly a problem with the drainage system. Our technician will be able to diagnose it properly. Are you located within the city limits?
Yes, I'm on Maple Street near the downtown area.
Perfect. We service that area. Now, let me check our schedule. When would be a good time for you to have someone come out?
As soon as possible, honestly. I've got laundry piling up. Would today or tomorrow work?
Let me see what we have available. Unfortunately, we're fully booked today, but I do have an opening tomorrow afternoon. Would 2 p.m. work for you?
Actually, I work until 5 p.m. on weekdays. Do you have anything available in the evening or perhaps on Saturday?
We have a slot tomorrow evening at 6 p.m., or I could schedule you for Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Which would you prefer?
Saturday morning would be ideal, actually. That way I can be there the whole time without worrying about work.
Great. I've got you down for Saturday at 10 a.m. Now, I need to go over some information with you. There's a service call fee of $75, which covers the technician's visit and diagnosis. If you decide to proceed with the repair, that fee gets applied toward the total cost.
Okay, that seems reasonable. Do you have any idea how much the actual repair might cost?
That really depends on what the problem is. If it's the drum bearings, parts and labor typically run between $200 and $400. If it's a drainage issue, it could be less, maybe $150 to $250. But the technician will give you an exact quote before starting any work.
All right, I appreciate the estimate. One more question. What if the repair ends up costing more than the machine is worth? Would you be able to tell me if I should just replace it instead?
Absolutely. Our technicians are very honest about that. If the repair doesn't make financial sense, they'll let you know. They won't push you to fix something if buying a new one would be smarter.
That's reassuring. Okay, so Saturday at 10 a.m. works for me.
Perfect. Can I get your full name and contact number?
Yes, it's Daniel Morrison, and my number is 555-0147.
Great, Daniel. And can you confirm your address for me?
It's 432 Maple Street, apartment 2B.
Excellent. I've got all that information. You should receive a confirmation text message within the next hour with the appointment details and the technician's name.
Wonderful. Is there anything I should prepare before the technician arrives?
Just make sure there's clear access to the washing machine. If you could move any items blocking it, that would be helpful. Also, if you still have the owner's manual, having that available can sometimes be useful.
No problem. I can do that.
I think I still have the manual somewhere.
Perfect. Is there anything else I can help you with today?
No, that covers everything. Thank you so much for your help, Karen.
You're very welcome, Daniel. Our technician will see you on Saturday at 10 a.m. Have a great day.
You too. Bye.
Goodbye.
And that wraps up our 6 essential conversations for today.
We covered quite a bit of ground, didn't we? From workplace situations like resigning and requesting time off, to everyday scenarios like returns, hiring technicians, and even the more personal stuff like supporting friends and clearing up misunderstandings.
These are all conversations you're likely to encounter at some point, so hopefully you've picked up some useful vocabulary and phrases along the way.
Remember, the key to all of these situations is being clear, polite, and confident. Don't be afraid to speak up. Practice makes perfect.
If you found this episode helpful, please give us a like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us create more content like this for you.
And if there are specific scenarios or conversations you'd like us to cover in future episodes, drop a comment and let us know. We love hearing from you.
Thanks so much for sticking with us until the end. We really appreciate you being here.
Until next time, keep practicing and keep improving your English.
See you in the next episode.
Take care, everyone.